Happy birthday to legendary wrestler Taka Michinoku from Kaientai, former WWE superstar CM Punk, legendary First Lady and the wife of Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, legendary country singer Keith Urban. It's Xavier and I'm back again with another video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. My weekend was okay even though I fell asleep. So this rant is sponsored by Blue Bell Red Velvet Cake Ice Cream. So before I FaceTime my special guest to do a recap of yesterday's game between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans, I want to take the moment to tell you that I'm very sorry that I didn't get a chance to do my last SmackDown Sunday Attitude Era rant of October last night, reminiscing 21 years of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin versus the New Age Outlaws from the October 25th, 1999 edition of Raw is War. I fell asleep after I did my Let's Play of Soul Calibur 3. Same thing happened on Saturday. I fell asleep after I did my indoor workout because I was tired as hell and I definitely needed my rest so I wouldn't have to be so tired when I'm at work, working late at night. But I'm going to talk to y'all about the upcoming rants that I got coming this week before we get to this recap of the Packers-Texans game. So after I come back from my outdoor workout, I'll be back here celebrating 20 years of the PlayStation 2 being released here in North America. Tomorrow, I'm doing another Let's Play of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Wednesday, I'm doing the finale of my Let's Play of Def Jam Fight for New York. I was about to say story mode because I've already finished the story mode. This was also my favorite edition of SmackDown in 1999. Reminiscing 21 years of The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Kane getting revenge on DX from the October 28th, 1999 edition of SmackDown. For the last Throwback Thursday of October, we'll be reminiscing 19 years of the father and son street fight rematch between Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon from the October 29th, 2001 edition of Monday Night Raw. Friday, my review of Pokemon Shield / Pokemon Sword, and reminiscing 20 years of Michael Cole interviewing The Rock and Chris Jericho from the October 30th, 2000 edition of Raw is War. And on Halloween, don't forget y'all, this Saturday is Halloween. But don't get too excited because Halloween may suck ass this year. Because bitch ass COVID-19 is still going on right now. So I doubt they're going to allow the kids to go trick-or-treating this year. So they might as well just stay at home and watch scary movies or whatever to celebrate Halloween. I, on the other hand, is going to do another Halloween anniversary rant of all the video games and hip-hop or R&B albums that came out between Halloween of 1995 and Halloween of 2002. And I'm also going to do my first Let's Play of Rugrats Search for Reptar for the PlayStation 1. And I'm going to be doing it every Saturday until I beat the game. That should be a hell of a lot of fun. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and FaceTime my special guest to do a recap of yesterday's game between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. Here we go, Mikey. Game. This is week number 6 of our football talk of the Texans. So without wasting any more time, let's get into this recap of yesterday's game between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. I saw your rant already when I was at work. So it's my turn now. Texas had a horrendous first half. They didn't score shit in the first quarter while they gave up a touchdown, 7-0. Then they didn't score shit in the second quarter, giving up 2 touchdowns, 14-0. At halftime, Packers 21, Texans 7. Both teams scored a touchdown apiece, 7 points each. After 3, Packers 28, Texans 7. Texans made a comeback in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Packers 13-7. But it was not enough, as the final score would be Green Bay Packers 35, Houston Texans 20. The Packers are now 5-1 as the Texans fall 1-6. The player of the game was wide receiver Davante Adams, receiving 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Davante Adams is a beast. I ain't gonna lie. He was killing it yesterday against the Texans. So my 2 cents on this, obviously we're disappointed. We were hopeful that the Texans would win a game before they take their 1-week break. But I seem to be wrong. I'm not surprised that we lost. But you got to give credit where credit is due. The Packers, they came to play. They had one hell of a comeback yesterday after they got their ass beat last week against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I thought the Texans would win. But once again, they have failed to communicate. I don't know what the hell is going on with David Johnson. I feel like David Johnson needs to sit on the bench because he obviously don't know what the hell he's doing. And this is also the Texans' 3rd game without the presence of former head coach Bill O'Brien. I know Romeo Crennel is doing the best he can to keep the Texans season alive. And hopefully they'll go to the playoffs by next year. But the Texans fall once again. We are now 0-3 on the road and 1-3 at the crib. So the Texans got next week off. Is daylight savings, by the way. So make sure you guys set your clocks back for an hour on Halloween nights. Then next week, the Texans will be in Jacksonville against the Jaguars. Then the week after that, they go against the Cleveland Browns. Then, what team they'll face after the Browns?
I'm guessing the Colts, I think.
Yeah. And you guys know the Texans have a game on Thanksgiving against the Detroit Lions. Yep. Thanksgiving is on November 26th. Thanksgiving. Y'all know Walmart's going to be closed on Thanksgiving. But anyway, Mikey, go ahead and get your 2 cents about yesterday's Packers-Texans game. I know you got a lot to say.
Oh my God, I don't know what to say. It looked like, neither team didn't turn the ball over until late in the fourth quarter, where the Texans were down 15 with just about a little over a minute to go. Looked like they were going to pull a comeback and force overtime, but instead, this Packer defender not only tackled David Johnson, but that football just popped way in the air and just lands right in the Packer defender. I'm like, where did that football fly? David Johnson was just spinning, and then all of a sudden, just pumped that football in the air and landed the defender. And there goes our comeback bid.
Yeah, man. So, I'm trying to go back and talk about the other games. Yesterday, the Saints beat the Panthers 27-24. The Steelers remains undefeated 6-0 as they beat the Titans 27-24. What a disappointing performance by the Dallas Cowboys as they fall 25-3 against the Washington Redskins. I don't know what the hell is going on with the Cowboys. I saw the last minute of the Lions-Falcons game. Just like the Texans, the Falcons are now 1-6 as the Lions beat them by a point, 23-22. And that's the team that the Texans will be facing on Thanksgiving. The Buffalo Bills beat the New York Jets 18-10. The Browns beat the Bengals 37-34. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers beat the Raiders 45-20. And last week, y'all know Las Vegas Raiders player Trent Brown was tested positive for COVID-19, and 5 of the Raiders players had to stay home. Yeah, I found that out last week, and I texted that to you, Mikey, about that.
Still got two more months to go.
Yeah, this is the last week of October. Next week is the first week of November. Chargers beat the Jaguars by 10, 39-29. The defending champs, the Chiefs, beat the Broncos 43-16. The San Francisco 49ers beat the Patriots 33-6. Just when you thought the Seahawks would beat DeAndre D. Hopkins and the Cardinals beat the Seahawks 37-34 at overtime. Today, the Chicago Bears will go up against the LA Rams. I'm definitely going to be watching that game tonight. But my final thoughts is Texans, enjoy your week off, get your practice in, get your shit together, and get yourselves ready as you go against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the next 2 weeks. What are your final thoughts, Mikey?
Cal McNair, do not trade Deshaun Watson or J.J. Watt. Just keep them. Whatever you do, just trade somebody. Trade somebody besides Watson and Watt. Just keep them. They're the franchise of the Texans. Just figure out who you're going to trade. Because the trade deadline is coming up real soon.
And with that being said, that's going to wrap up our thoughts about yesterday's game between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. We will do this again in the next 2 weeks. I will leave a link to Mikey's YouTube channel in the description box below. As always, he now has 62 subscribers. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next Texans rant. If you're not new here, thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, leave your comment down below. And I'll be back later tonight celebrating 20 years of the PlayStation 2 being released here in North America.
And I'll see you a little bit, give you my thoughts about Stone Cold versus Kim Benoit from the October 26, 1998 edition of Raw is War.
Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Go Houston Texans.